Hi YouTube, Uncle John here, and we are going to go ahead and continue on Breath of the Wild. And we are adventuring in the Eldin region. We just completed the Sadaha Shrine, and that there was me taking a picture of a fireproof lizard and catching one, because we are going to need to farm quite a few of them. And that is kind of going to be the thrust of all of today's episode, though we are going to get a little bit more progress towards where we need to be. But mainly we are farming fireproof lizards because we're going to need them for a quest that we have not received yet. So that's what I'm doing, and I've set my Sheikah sensor to fireproof lizards to make that easier. Unfortunately, the nearest fireproof lizard is on the other side of this little pond, and there is a friendly little Octorok in our way. I attempt to hit it through the water, but I don't quite manage that, and I just take off its top, which causes it to pop out. And we go and we collect a little bit of loot, which is a balloon and a couple of fish, which not bad. And we try to find the lizard that is triggering our thing, but we don't necessarily succeed all that well, and only having a little over one wheel of stamina is not really the greatest thing for us. Now, I know that I really haven't had any time to get any feedback from anyone on my shilling, but please remember that over there and up there I have dead space that are just filled in with Script Foo and the Gimp right now. And if you have something you'd like to see there, we'll figure out a way for you to get it to me. And as long as you've got the copyright and can give me a release, I will be happy to put your art on my videos. Or if you are willing to pay me, I will put an advertisement on as well. So that is definitely a plan. So while we are farming all of these lizards, we are also somewhat making our way towards the Eldin Tower and the Foothill Stable. The Foothill Stable is a fairly important landmark for us for our adventure. But we're really just trying to collect fireproof lizards where we are not going to be burning up, because it kind of prevents you from having to rely too much on your fireproof elixirs. And we missed that one. And it despawned, and now we have another one, but it was really close and we did manage to get it. When I was screening this, I did not manage to count the fireproof lizards. And there's a monster camp. And here's a couple of stall moblins. which we do manage to defeat. Take advantage of bullet time just a little bit there. I do love me a little bit of violence. And we get the flurry rush. I love getting the flurry rush. We break our boomerang. We get a weapon. And most of the time recently that I've been, well, somewhat recently, that I'd been playing Breath of the Wild, I was doing it in Master Mode where everybody heals. And you gotta keep up the skier. Well, we didn't so much need to keep up the skier because we're in regular mode, because I wanted to have an easier time with the Let's Play, since I'd have to be talking the entire time. But we do still get everything done. We collect a Knight's Claymore. Dragon Bone Moblin Spear. Another one. There's that Cobble Crusher that the Moblin had earlier. I accidentally take multiple pictures of it. And we get we get the picture of the Cobble Crusher and the picture of the Moblin Spear, and we chuck one of the Moblin Spears because we don't really need it. Then we equip the other one because it's fairly low durability and it's going to be something that we will get use of, but we really more want to get the space back. So, the reason that my videos have not been coming out at the normal times since I've started posting again is that I'm actually not getting them through post-production as fast as I would prefer, and I'm posting them when they're actually complete. So this is actually my second voiceover in the day, and I'm going to try and release this on the normal schedule tomorrow. Which we'll see how that goes. And with any luck, I'll also be able to record one in the morning. And we decide that that is going to be too much of a pit to climb back out of, and we climb before we get down there. And we are going to be looking for more lizards in a somewhat westerly direction. But if we come across any loot, we'll pick that up too. So I did not originally do a face cam with these, as I'm sure that me having to watch these videos and re-record them, well, I could have recorded the face cam, but didn't. But the new computer is kind of a boss, and these face cam recordings are not taking too terribly long to process. Originally, it took me, on my old computer, it took me about 2 hours to process an hour of footage just for the computer work. That's not me time, that's computer time. And on this one, it takes me about 1.5 times to do the processing for the face cam and the actual game footage to get it ready for YouTube. And I've already put the little bars. I actually have the little bars as MPEG files, and there's some audio processing that I do. So this should get taken care of overnight, and then I will have a video that I can have queued for tomorrow and not feel as much time rush. Well, my tomorrow. It's going to be today for you. So, Eldin has some really great opportunities for mining, and we are going to take advantage of them because our fairy friends love getting to rocks. So, we'll collect the ores for them. Yes, that was the music for the stable, but we are going to the shrine first because we want to be able to get back to the stable easily. And this is a fun little shrine. It's not particularly difficult. It's the Mo'a Keet shrine. And you do need to use your runes. Well, I probably shouldn't say need. But the intended solution is to use your runes to get through it. Um, the name of the shrine is Metal Guide. Metal makes a path. So we are going to first we're going to attempt to just catch that metal ball. And I failed to catch it. And I failed to catch it again. And I failed to catch it a third time. And I don't catch it that time either, so we decide that we're going to do something a little different. Instead, we're going to use the stasis ring to get up to there. So we stasis that boulder, and now we can magnesis the second boulder. And we can use our magnesis boulder to almost get ourselves killed. But then we can use it to push all of those back out of our way. But of course there's a treasure chest in this, and I see where it is, and I'm like, okay, let's go get the treasure chest. And oops. So, one of the things that I had with my old setup was I had computers that were different speeds and would actually start recording at different times. And so, when I was doing a live voiceover, so that the spillover sound onto my voice track from the game wouldn't drive me crazy when I was screening it after I processed the video, I had the ends of the video line up because I would have one single keystroke end the recording on both computers. Because of using Tmux to do it, I could have it mirror my keystrokes across all panes in the window that I was doing. So I'd have a top pane that was the recording computer and a bottom pane that was the computer that I was recording my voice on, because I would use two different computers for that. Well, with this newer setup, I'm not sure if I will have to do which computer's actually going to start the recording sooner or not. And also, these voiceovers are being recorded after the fact, so a tail lineup does not make as much sense. So I set these up to actually be lined up at the beginning. We get another spirit orb, which brings us up to 5, I believe. May the goddess smile upon you. Okay, so at the end of the video, there's going to be a little bit of a pause in the game footage where it'll just stay on the last frame for a little while anything at the end of me talking just continues on. Okay, so we are going to try and collect a few more Lizards real quick. And yeah, Cass, we love you, but I don't have time for your songs. And apparently when I'm playing, I can read a lot faster than I can when I'm watching, because I have no idea how many lizards I had there. I think it might have been 9. Some sun shrooms. Those could be helpful the next time we go and see the birds. Or to the snow. Next time we have a loading screen, I should try and remember which divine beasts we have. I know we have camel and elephant. I think that we stopped after them and have not gone on to do salamander or bird. But I am glad to have gotten the camel out of the way first. There are a couple of fire choo-choos, and we unfortunately don't hit the second one fast enough. Oh, 8! So we are very close to the 10 that we need, and I filled up my album. I anticipated a little too much. There I just missed my... Oh, yeah, broke my shield. And we decided to stop trying for these cute little flurry rush and just beat down. We take his shield, and then we throw our club at him to upgrade to his boomerang. Once I decide that the lizard is far enough away that it won't get scared by us crushing those ores, we go ahead and pull out our cobble crusher and crush some cobbles. Because, hey, our girls like shiny rocks. And, so we get shiny rocks to give to pretty ladies. And, we're also collecting some weird lizards to give to tourists who will take off their clothes for us. Or at least will give us clothes. But we're getting really close to time to quit. So why don't you go ahead and like, subscribe, throw a few comments down there in the comments section, and I'll see you in the next one. So thank you very much, and I hope that each and every one of you has a wonderful